got Pat House headlining. We got a bunch of hilarious comics from out of town, and then before that you have me. Hell yeah, I live here. No, I live in South Philly. Yeah. I moved here though all the way from Northeast Philly. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm very cultured. No, South Philly and Northeast Philly are just like two brothers with the same mom but different dads, right? Like one's a cop and the other's a teamster, but they're both alcoholics. I live alone, that's great. This is the first time that I've had my own place since the womb, actually. Yeah. Not to brag, my current spot's a little bigger than that. But unfortunately, there's no free booze this time. But figure that's just part of growing up, you know? And I am trying to grow up. I'm 31, I turned 31 this year. Don't do that. Don't clap for that. Disgusting. No, it's funny, because like on one hand, I'm 31. I'm like in my 30s. But on the other hand, I'm wearing a onesie right now. And those are for babies, right? Like those are famously for babies. They're cuter on babies too. You know, you're changing them, they're wiggling their little fat legs. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna unsnap this, and everything's just gonna explode. You know, it's gonna be like when you open one of those Pillsbury Crescent Roll cans. Just whole undercarriage. It's gross. But yeah, I don't have any kids, but I do have a Roomba vacuum. I do. Not to brag. No, I did have to baby-proof my apartment for that thing though. I was like picking things off the ground so it didn't eat anything. Wasn't supposed to, but I love my Roomba vacuum. That thing is my pride and joy. I just love to watch it stumble around my apartment, sucking things up, and sometimes it gets to watch me do the same thing. It's best roommate I've ever had. Best roommate that I have ever had, honestly. But no, dating in your 30s is messy though. I'm trying to do that. Yeah. Me and you, sister. No, because like with time comes emotional baggage, right? Like these people have been in the system too long. Right? They're like foster dogs. Yeah, you can get one quick and easy, but they're gonna be pretty weird. Probably come with diseases, you know? Like the same goes for dating. Like I just want a fresh one for once, you know? That hasn't been traumatized yet. So I can be the one to do it. You know? When I'm not like embarrassed to take out on walks with me in public. Who's not gonna try to hump my friends. I don't know. Maybe I am asking a lot. It feels like the guys in my dating pool are like creepy old dogs named Soup. Like, that's what I'm working with. And they have real adult health issues now. I'm not sure when that started, because it used to be that there were two types of guys, right? Guys who broke their arms skateboarding and guys who tore their ACL playing football. Like those were the only things that could happen to you if you were a guy. But I've now dated someone with sleep apnea. That was a shocking discovery. Like I never thought that I would wish I was roofied. But at least if I was, I would have like slept through the night, you know? And the snoring I can handle. It was the deafening silence of a man who may have just died next to me that really jolted me awake. And at the time I was facing away from him, so at first I was like, did he leave? This is his apartment. And then I watched as his dumb body, like, remembered how to breathe, I guess. Is this my responsibility now? Because the next time he stops breathing, I will rob his ass and go. Who's gonna find out? His friends he doesn't mention me to? It's the perfect crime. No, a lot of my friends have been getting married. No judgment there. No, I think I'd own 2 houses by now if I wasn't celebrating a new bitch every week. All the bachelorettes, and I love a bachelorette party. I'm not an idiot, you know. Like, I have fun at them. But if I have to buy one more matching T-shirt, I'll finally have enough to tie them all into a noose. Hang myself with it. The PJs, I love the PJs because sometimes brides will give out like those fake silk matching PJ sets, you know? And let me tell you, the child slaves at Shein really know what the fuck they're doing with those PJs. But I like being a bridesmaid. I just wish that for once I could be a groomsman instead. Because bridesmaids have to treat every event like it's a group project in college, you know? There's Google Docs going out for some reason. It's serious. We're like the Girl Scouts, just super organized and constantly raising funds. But if one more person puts me in their wedding, this Girl Scout's gonna have to sell a different type of cookie because shit's getting expensive. No, I'm kidding. My body is a temple. University frat basement. But groomsmen are more like a shitty improv group with terrible communication, right? They're like, for our next sketch, we're gonna plan what to pack for a bachelor party. And it's just one guy yelling mushrooms over and over again in the group chat. Like, yeah, right? It's a staple. How do I get in on that? I don't know. I just feel like the bar for men in general is so... It's on the ground. It is. If a guy has a job, a car, and one button-up shirt, he's a full package. Right? You gotta meet Mark. He's a full package. He's even got a bed frame under his mattress. If you can believe that. It's kind of like how we put 3 seasonings on a bagel, and what do we call it? An everything bagel. We sure that's everything? So I feel like it leaves a little to be desired, you know? We're just getting a mouthful of seed. But, and like, here's the thing, like, thank you. Here's the thing though, like, I don't even think that I want a boyfriend right now, as much as I just don't want the other girls to get, like, the good ones first, right? Like, it feels like a game of musical chairs. Like, I don't want to play. But if I absolutely have to, time is running out, and I refuse to be the last lonely bitch without something to sit on, you know? So I'm on the dating apps. Give a hands up for those. Exactly. What a nightmare. No, some of the apps are pretty neat, you know? They'll like make you answer prompts about yourself, and that weeds out people real quick. It really separates like the entrepreneurs from, you know, the employed. For example, one of the prompts that I got was like, what's your personal brand? Like, I don't know, like Little Caesar's Pizza. Because I'm hot and I'm ready. The quality might not be the best, but I am a meal deal. You get more bang for your buck. The box is pretty standard. Nothing weird going on there. Another popular question is, what's your love language? You've heard this one. That one's easy. Mine is Braille. You know, I just want someone to run their hands over my tiny bumps. But I saw one guy's profile. He picked the prompt that said, I'm looking for someone who blank, and he put, appreciates the little things in life. I'm looking for someone who appreciates the little things in life. I almost fell for it. I was like, not today. Not again, sir. I'm just saying, like, I would go to Hibachi Grill if I wanted to catch a shrimp in my mouth. You know? I hate that they're trying to make, like, the apps, like, smarter with, like, their tech and whatnot. Like, there's, like, this really insulting feature on some of them called Most Compatible. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically when they bully you. They say, hey, Shana, based on your profile, your pictures, and your interests, we think you'd be a perfect match for literally the ugliest person that we have ever seen. Holy shit. Like, you've always had a crush on Sloth from the Goonies, right? Well, you're in luck. He's single, and he's a Capricorn. I'm not trying to be rude, yeah. I'm not like a shallow person, according to my gynecologist, but it does feel like the apps are trying to do what like DoorDash does with their algorithm, where they're like, hey, we noticed that you previously ordered some disappointing Italian. Do you want to just do that again? No. At this point, I'm honestly considering eating tacos instead. That's what my little sister does. She's gay. And I'm jealous. Like, she doesn't have to think about men at all. That's not fair. How is it that the youngest sibling is always the most spoiled one? True. It's fine though, because we were raised Catholic, so legally she's going to hell. I don't make the rules, the Pope does. Don't get mad at me. No, I'm obviously messing. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, but yeah, okay. It's the same girl that's on the dating apps. Went to Catholic school for 12 years, but that really just means I had to wear a uniform every day and I never actually learned about sex. So I was essentially like a GameStop employee, you know? Same thing. But I don't really think that I identify as Catholic anymore. Like, I didn't sign anything, but I'm pretty sure it's easier to denounce your religion than it is to cancel a gym membership. Like, I got more shame turning down a summer body than I did denying the body of Christ. It is kind of a bummer, though, because I feel like church is what inspired me to get into stand-up. Hear me out. You know, like, you see the priest up there, he's giving his homily off the cuff, getting his little laughs in. He's like, I was in the grocery store the other day, and you're like, no, you fucking weren't. But that's the setup. Like, I get it now, you know? And he's got guys collecting baskets of cash for him. I'm still waiting for that part. But at the end of the day, I feel like I got into comedy for the same reason a priest joins the priesthood. Like, we're both just trying to fuck boys. Relax. I'm kidding. Their success rate is way higher. All right, guys.